stop. Okay, it should be full stop. But if you done a research means again research. While you are doing again and again research, immediately you will get a more number of answers. Your target is one, but meanwhile you are doing the research step by step, then you are going to find out the more important things here. So that is the important thing. So that is called the research is a systematic inquiry to describe, explain, predict, and control the observed phenomenon. And here, a systematic inquiry that investigates the hypothesis. Okay, and go for interpretation. This is called research. Usually, research consists of asking a question that nobody has asked before. See, you are asking a question. You prepared a questionnaire. In that questionnaire, a list of questions will be there, and that questions are never asked by the any other researcher. Then doing the necessary work to find the answer. Doing the necessary work only, the work which is assigned to you according to your wish and according to your requirement, you go for finding the answer. Then communicating the knowledge you have acquired to a large audience. Okay, the knowledge which you acquired, that you are going to communicate your knowledge in a large number of audience. Okay, this is called a research. So the next one here, meaning of research, we will see the meaning of research. The systematic investigation into and study of material and resources in order to establish fact and reach a new conclusion. So establishing new facts here, the facts which are not established ever. Okay, first time only you are going to establish that fact and you are reaching the new conclusions. So research is an original and systematic investigation undertaken to increase existing knowledge and understanding of the unknown to establish facts and principles. Some people consider research as a voyage of discovery of new knowledge. Okay, research is always a traveling, like a ship in the water. Okay, that is the reason they use the word voyage of a discovery. Voyage of a discovery means a ship is traveling in the water to finding a new knowledge. So it comprises the creation of ideas and generation of new knowledge that leads to a new and improved insights and the development of new material, devices, products, and processes. Okay, so it should have the potential to produce results that are sufficiently relevant to increase and synthesize the existing knowledge or correcting and integrating previous knowledge. So here the knowledge which is used, that should be is there any corrections, the corrections will be done, and that should be integrated with the present situation or present condition. That is called a research. Then in addition to that, here good reflective research produces theories and hypotheses and benefits any intellectual attempts to analyze facts and phenomena. See, any intellectual persons, they also involve in these type of situations. They will identify and they will go for analyzing the fact and the situation, what actually the circumstances is having here. So here the word research, see the word research perhaps originated from the old French word researcher, that means to search again. See, search means only one time you are going to search. Research means again you are searching to know the true information here. So it implicitly assumes that the earlier search was not exhaustive and complete, and hence a repeated search is called research. In practice, the term research refers to a scientific process of generating an unexplored horizon of knowledge, aiming at discovering or establishing facts, solving a problem, and reaching a decision. Keeping the above points in view, we arrive the following few definitions of research. So according to these points, the research is defined as here. So we'll see the different definitions are given by the different authors, and we will see the definition of research. So here research is a scientific approach. Scientific approach means involvement of science, systematic manner, scientific approach, okay, of answering a research question, solving a research problem, or generating new knowledge through a systematic and orderly collection, organization, and analysis of data with the ultimate goal of making the findings of research useful in decision making. So the data is collected here, problem is identified, according to that problem data is collected in a systematic manner, and all the data which they collected, they are organized orderly also. Okay, according to the question, the orders are done here, answers are written in orderly. Okay, and they are going to apply on the organization, and they will go for a analysis of the data with ultimate goal of making the findings of research. What are your findings after applying these answers? What are your findings? Findings means again you are going to see whether the answer which we applied, whether they are what we call the effect of your answer is there or not. We are going to check. That is called finding the research. And when do we call a research scientific here? Any researcher endeavor is said to be scientific. It is based on empirical and measurable evidence subject to specific principles of reasoning here. So empirical, what's the meaning of empirical? Anyone? Empirical. In the first line, they have used the word, it is based on empirical and measurable evidence. What is empirical? Meaning of empirical? Yes. Empirical means what? Empirical. Okay, no one is answering. So listen here. Empirical means the live data. On ground, what is happening? What exactly the situation? That is called empirical data. Such data we collected means the data is called as empirical data, and that should be measurable evidence subject to specific principles of reasoning. So it consists of systematic observations, measurement, and experimentation. Systematic observation, a proper observation will be done, proper steps will be there. Measurement and experimentation. Measurement means with the help of our quantitative techniques, with the different tools like hypothesis, ANOVA, t-test, correlation, regression, game theory, dominance method, different methods are there. All these methods they are going to apply according to their convenient. Systematic observation is called. Then measurement and experimentation. It relies on the application of scientific methods and harnessing of curiosity. It provides scientific information and theories for the explanation of nature. It makes practical applications possible. See, practical applications, they should be possible with the help of research. It ensures adequate analysis of data, employing rigorous statistical techniques. See, adequate analysis of data means here sufficient data is available or not, and they will be rigorously applying statistical tools here in research. That is called a scientific research. So a chief character, that is which distinguishes the scientific method from other methods of acquiring knowledge, is that scientists seek to let reality speak for itself, that supporting a theory when a theory's prediction are confirmed, and challenging a theory when its predictions prove false. Okay, so keeping these issues in view, we assert that research in any field or discipline, so we'll see attempt to solve. So always research always says that attempt to solve a research problem with the help of our subject, quantitative technique subject, involves gathering a new data from primary or first hand sources, or using existing data for a new purpose. See, these three things are important. Involves gathering new data from primary, first hand sources, or using existing data for a new purpose. Okay, and it is based upon observable experiences or empirical evidences. Observable experiences here. What is your observation when you visited that place previously? That is a question, for example. So my observation is that, okay, so you will be answering that. What is your observation? Simply you will be remembering that the images where you traveled, all that observations you are going to write on a paper, or any empirical evidences that will be considered for your research. Then demands accurate observation and description here. Demands accurate observations here. Exact what observation you observed, that will be only considered sometimes, and you are going to describe that observation. That is called description. Then employs carefully designed procedures and rigorous analysis here. Employs carefully designed procedure. Okay, a careful design will be there and careful procedure you are following, and you are going to apply sometimes some students like project fellows also. Okay, they go for rigorous analysis here. Some expert committee you are going to appoint. Okay, for example, in a research and development department here, what happens? A rigorous analysis is going on. A rigorous different techniques are you are applying. Okay, with the application of this technique, what is the result you are going to find out? Okay, that is called searching for new thing. That is called a research, and it attempts to find an objective, unbiased solution to the problem. Unbiased. What is the meaning of unbiased? Anyone? Or meaning of bias? ఇక్కడ unbiased అనే వర్డ్ ఉంది కదా, attempts to find an objective, that is unbiased solution to the problem, and takes great pain to validate the methods employed. What is unbiased? Unbiased అంటే చెప్పండి, జ్యోతి ప్రకాష్ గారు చెప్పండి. Unbiased. See, research is an unbiased one. Yes or no? What is unbiased? Yes, students are there in the class. No one is speaking. No one is answering my question. What is unbiased? Yes, Hima, please unmute yourself and answer this question. Unbiased. Okay, listen here, no one is answering. So unbiased means here you should not harm anyone. You should treat all the situations equally. Research always treats a unbiased solution, unbiased situation. Why? Because with the help of research here, we are not doing any favorism. Okay, any favorable activity we are not implementing, and we are not following the thing. That is called unbiased. Bias means doing favorism. Okay, and it is also a deliberate and unhurried activity that is directional but often redefines the problem or questions as the research progresses. Then definition of research, we will see different authors, they have given different definitions. So first one is that here we observe carefully. Research is defined as the creation of new knowledge or the use of existing knowledge in a new and creative way, so that to generate new concepts, methodologies, and understandings. This definition of research encompasses pure and strategic basic research, applied research, and experimental development. So here research is a creation of new knowledge or sometimes use of existing knowledge in a new and creative way. Okay, then research in common parlance refers to search for knowledge. One can also define research as a scientific and systematic search for pertinent information on a specific topic. So on any specific topic you are searching the information, that is called a research. So here advanced learner dictionary of current English says that meaning research as a careful investigation or inquiry, specially through search for new facts, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. Any branch of knowledge means any discipline, any department. But the meaning of research is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially to search of new fact in any branch of knowledge. Okay, then Redman and Mori defines research has a systematized efforts to gain new knowledge. Systematized effort. See, they are using the word systematized. Systematized means systematic effort to gain new knowledge. Then next over here, second one. Some people consider research as a movement from the known to unknown. It is actually a voyage of discovery. We all possess the vital instinct or inquisitiveness for when the unknown confronts us, we wonder, and our inquisitiveness makes us probe and attain full and fuller understanding of the unknown. See, unknown things are going to know with the help of research here. Okay. The next one here, the last para, just I will read this one, just listen this para. Research is thus an original contribution to the existing stock of knowledge. See, already the stock of knowledge is there. Research is a original contribution making for its advancement. It is the pursuit of truth with the help of study, observation, comparison, and experiment. In short, the search for knowledge through objective and systematic method of finding solution to a problem is research. Systematic approach concerning generalization and the formulation of a theory is also research. Yes. As such, the term research refers to the systematic method consisting of enunciating the problem, formulating a hypothesis, collecting the facts or data, analyzing the facts, and reaching certain conclusions either in the form of solutions towards the concerned problem or in certain generalization for the some theoretical formulation. Okay, so this is the about research definition and different authors have given. So the next one is here, what actually the character of a research. So this question will be asked by the examiner. Define research, explain the characteristics involved in research. So please note down the question, this one also, those who want. Define research, what are the characteristics involved in research, they will be asking. So keeping this in mind, that research in any field of inquiry is undertaken to provide information to support decision making in its respective area. Okay, we summarize some desirable characteristics of research. That is, number one, research is directed towards the solution of a problem. Yes. Okay, solving or finding solution to the problem, the burning problem. Then the research should focus on priority problems only. Burning problem or priority problem, the meaning is same. The next one, the research should be systematic. Yes, research should be systematic, then only we are going to identify the solution, identifying the problem and answers also. It emphasizes that a researcher should employ a structured procedure. There is a proper structure procedure will be there that should be employed by the researcher. The research should be logical without manipulating ideas logically. The scientific researcher cannot make much progress in any investigation. Okay, the next over here, the research should be reductive. This means that the finding of one researcher should be made available to other researchers to prevent them from repeating the same research. Okay, the next one, sixth one, the research should be replicable. This asserts that there should be scope to confirm the findings of previous research in a new environment and different settings with a new group of subjects or at a different point of time. See, the past experience will be considered for the present situation. Okay, so this is one of the characteristics. Then, so just you observe the remaining characteristics. The research should be generative. This is one of the valuable characteristics of research because answering one question leads to generating many other new questions. The research should be action oriented. In other words, it should be aimed at reaching a solution leading to the implementation of its findings. The research should follow an integrated multidisciplinary approach. That is, research approaches from more than one discipline are needed. Okay. The research should be participatory, involving all parties concerned, from policymakers down to community members. So policymakers to the end user also involving here, uh, in all stages of the study. The research must be relatively simple, timely, and time bound, employing a comparatively simple design. The research must be as much cost effective as possible. The results of research should be presented in formats most useful for administrators, decision makers, business managers, or the community members. So these are the characteristics of a research, and the object of the research is there. You just observe this one. Okay, 1 minute. I will be back in 1 minute. Just read this objective of research. I will ask one by one for you. Just read it. Yes. Did you go through? Okay, listen here. The aim of research or objective of research, the goal of research, destination of research, the objective of research. The purpose of research is to discover answers to questions through the application of scientific procedure. See, application of scientific procedure, step by step involving. So application of scientific procedure means the application of quantitative techniques, procedures here. The main aim of research is to find out the truth here only, which is hidden. Truth only, which is hidden, and which has not been discovered yet. Which has not been discovered yet. Though the things which are not discovered earlier, that should be we are going to discover, and the hidden things will be we are going to know. Though each research study has its own specific purpose, we may think of research objectives as falling into number of following broad groups. So here, these are the objectives. So if we do research, okay, these objectives should be keep in mind. So we'll see the one by one. To gain familiarity with a phenomena or to achieve new insights into it. Okay, so what is actually the situation? We are going to get some familiarity. The next, to portray accurately the characteristics of a particular individual, situation, or a group. To portray accurately the characteristics of a particular individual or situation or a group here. And the next one is here, to determine the frequency with which something occurs or with which it is associated with something else. Okay, the next one, to test a hypothesis of a causal relationship between variables. Okay, these are the objectives. Then motivation in research. So what is the meaning of motivation? Anyone? And motivation is required for everyone, each and everyone? Yes, it is required. So if you listen some words, you will be motivated. If you do hard work, okay, then you are going to get a good job. You are going to get a good job. If you are not doing hard work, then the situation is same forever. So in motivation research, if you do research, if you undertake the research, okay, for this question here, this is a basic and fundamental question that is important. The possible motives for doing research may be either one or more of the following. So the first one is here in motivation research, desire to get a research degree along with its consequential benefits. Okay, so here here, see, you are doing MCOM. Okay, you are doing a small research on your MCOM. After completion of your degree, already you know that if you write your exam very well, you will get good percentage. Okay, this percentage will be helping you in future. This your MCOM degree will helping, and you are getting some consequential benefits. This is called desire to get a research degree along with consequential benefits here. Okay, so the next one here, desire to face the challenge in solving the unsolved problems. See, this is one of the situation, solving unsolved problems here. The concern over practical problem initiates research. So some unsolved problems will be there. For example, in police department or different cases are will be there. If they are unable to solve, simply they will that case will be handovering to the CBCID like this. This is one type of situation in motivation research. The next one is third one, desire to get intellectual joy of doing some creative work. So most of the people they will enjoy the creative work. In that only, with that they feel very much joy and they feel very much happy. So this intellectual joy they want to feel. That is the reason they will do the research. Then desire to be of a service to the society. See, most of the people nowadays on the name of doing service, they are doing some XYZ activity, but very few people genuinely, heartfully, they will do service to the society. That is called desire to be of service to society. Then desire to get respectability. Some people, they have a desire, they want respect in the society, then they will do the research. However, this is not an exhaustive list of factors motivating people to undertake research studies, and many more factors such as directives of government, employment condition, curiosity about new things, desire to understand casual relationship, social thinking and awakening, and the like may as well motivate, okay, people to perform research operations. So these are the, not only these 5 points, many more points are there like this, okay. And the criteria of a good research is there. The next one, criteria of a research. In criteria of a research, you observe carefully. So while we are doing a research, which criteria we need to follow, that criteria is there. So we have only 4 minutes. So once we go to the one syllabus, we will see, or we will continue this criteria for good research in the next class. Yes. So we have completed the meaning, definition of research, characteristics, and motivation of research. So criteria of good research is there. So tomorrow we will discuss this criteria of a good research. So tomorrow in the sense, in the next class. When is the next class? Yes, please unmute all of you. Yes. Once unmute. When is the next class? Yes, are you there? ఉన్నారా?
Yes, sir.
ఒకసారి అందరు వీడియోస్ ఆన్ చేయండి ఒకసారి. ఎస్, జ్యోతి ప్రకాష్ గారు వీడియో ఆన్ చేయండి ఒకసారి. లావణ్య, హిమ, ఆర్ యు దేర్? ఉన్నారా క్లాస్లో అసలు? Right. Okay. Okay. Right. So the next class is on Saturday next week. Okay. Saturday and Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay. Next week. So in the next week class, see, I will be slowly we are entering into problematic part. So which are the important problems we are going to discuss in the next class. So please be in touch with the classes. Okay. So this from Monday to Friday, you will be busy with your work. On Saturday, again, we have the class. Okay. Right. So thank you very much for listening in the class. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.